Bobby Jindal is inexplicably still running for president. So he went on some irrelevant Ohio radio show where he proceeded to blame on Planned Parenthood all of the problems in Louisiana.
So this is from the Register piece. Louisiana has the 6th highest rate of teen births, according to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. In 2011, 2,000 Louisiana teens aged 17 or under gave birth. Then they move on to sexually transmitted diseases, and they say Louisiana's terrible in that. Okay. Then they move on to poverty, ranking below the national average. Blah, 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 blah. So what they're saying is Planned Parenthood doesn't work.
That's exactly right. You took the words out of my mouth. They're doing such a great job. Right. Why aren't these things better? So we should cancel their contract for no other reason, just that they're awful at what they do. But
lack of performance.
That's exactly right.
That's adorable. No, it's not that Planned Parenthood doesn't work, Bobby. It's that you don't work. You have no clue what the fuck you're doing. The guy just went through a whole bunch of facts about how Louisiana's in a shitty place right now. Poverty rate's higher, a lot of STDs, this problem, that problem, and Bobby Jindal's like, yeah, I blame my state. and then we'll put the finger at somebody else. You're the governor, dipshit. You're not responsible for some of that? At least in part? He's like, I blame Planned Parenthood. You've been cutting Planned Parenthood. They go on to explain this in an article on Right Wing Watch. They're like, wait, you've been cutting Planned Parenthood. These problems have been getting worse. And you're like, fucking Planned Parenthood. You just cut Planned Parenthood, and the problems are getting worse. You have it totally backwards. God, these guys are so silly. They just take their pet cause, their pet issue, and they pin everything on that. You know, who's the boogeyman today? The gays. Blame the gays for this, blame the gays for that. Who's the boogeyman tomorrow? The Muslims. Blame the Muslims for this, blame the Muslims for that. And look, in this case, everything is Planned Parenthood's fault. Now, let me give you some facts. Here are the results of some studies that we've covered on the show, Secular Talk, within the past year or 2 years. Family planning centers prevented 760,000 abortions in 2010. What happened, guys? I thought that you dislike abortions. Well, then you should love Planned Parenthood because they prevented 760,000 abortions in the year 2010 alone. Free birth control cuts abortion rate 75%. Another study. Family planning cuts deficit $13.6 billion every year. I thought you guys were fiscal conservatives. But somehow you hate family planning centers and Planned Parenthood, even though that helps you with that issue. And finally, sex education delays teen sex. That's for school curriculums. That's for, the education that happens at places like Planned Parenthood. So all of the things that you say you care about are fixed or improved greatly with Planned Parenthood. But you want to live in fucking Narnia, you want to live in Candyland where you get to get rid of Planned Parenthood, but at the same time that happens, we also want to eliminate abortion or reduce the number of abortions, we want to reduce the number of STDs, we want to do all these different things. No, the solution to all of those problems that you say you care about, the solution is Planned Parenthood. You just don't want to see it, or you refuse to see it because you don't care about facts, you don't care about reality. Everything comes down to emotional comfort and contradictory beliefs.